Welcome to New Life Devotions, leaning into encouragement and taking our next steps in following Jesus. Today we continue in a survey of Romans.
My husband and I celebrated an anniversary last week, but when we were newlyweds, it was all the rage to read Gary Chapman's The 5 Love Languages. And so we, along with all of our newly married friends, read the book, took the quizzes, found out how we like to receive love, how we like to give love, and I found out that I was particularly bad at giving love in one of the areas, and that was words of affirmation. And so it's something my husband's really good at. He gives great compliments, they're intentional, he thinks them through. I somehow just think everyone should know the good things I think about them, and I forget to say them, to the point that I actually had to put up a plaque in my kitchen to remind me. So up on our wall, we have this thing that says, if you see something beautiful in someone, speak it. And that's just my daily reminder to myself that says, okay, these things you think inside your head, say them out loud. That could be good for someone else. And I feel like the passage we're looking at today in Romans is actually Paul talking to people like me, maybe people like you, who all of us every now and then need a little reminder that we're going to have to choose to love, and we're going to have to choose to take action to love in the way that other people need to hear and receive. And so what this says in Romans chapter 12, we're looking at verses 9 and 10. And Paul says this: don't just pretend to love others. Really love them. Hate what is wrong. Hold tightly to what is good. Love each other with genuine affection and take delight in honoring each other. And I love that he knows so well that we need to hear this, that he kind of says the same thing 3 times in a row, right? He warns us about this thing that's fake love. He says, don't do that, right? Really be intentional, really love them. He tells us this is going to take a plan and effort. He says, hold tightly to this, right? This is going to take us being invested and gripping on, right? And then he says, basically, do this actively and delight in it. Delight in honoring each other. And I think, we do experience that. When you actually get those words out, or you find the way to show love to the people in your life that you care about, you receive that back. I mean, you see the joy it brings them, and it brings you joy. My little girl loves to celebrate people, and when it's somebody's birthday, she fills out a chalkboard that says happy birthday and their name and how old they are. She wants to decorate the whole house. Sometimes she wants to decorate the path up to the house. She takes delight in honoring the family, and we are so blessed by her, by that joy that it brings us. And so I was thinking about, what does this look like right now in 2020 in America, where you and I live, to be the kind of people that Paul is encouraging us to be here. And I think that we see, in the public, and especially on social media, and since you happen to be watching this video, perhaps on social media, I'm going to assume maybe you're there too. And instead of seeing this delight in honoring each other and this intentional act of love, what we tend to see instead seems to be people who are practicing in public, not loving each other. And I thought, okay, what could we do this week to apply this encouragement from Paul? And I thought, well, maybe we can start there. Maybe in social media, when you're out on Facebook or wherever you find yourself, and you're just seeing people who it just seems are picking a fight, who are looking for the worst in one another, assuming the worst of everyone. What if instead we were people who chose to draw light and attention to the good? What if we were people who chose to see the good other people are doing and honor it publicly? Who could you call out and bless this week on social media and just say how they have blessed your life? And so I would just love to encourage you to do that today, this week, whether it's on social media or maybe it's in your house where you live. Just actively love, hold tightly to it, and let's take delight in honoring each other.